Serrano, owner of Jazz Family Farms Organics, it was a successful growing year. Things seemed like they were on track, but it wouldn't stay that way.
Then we hit a roadblock there with the labor and the shortage, not necessarily because there aren't enough people around, but because everybody's afraid to come out and work.
Ramón acaba de firmar la pinche ley esa de Florida. Aquí en Florida ya nadie quiere trabajar. Toda la uva ya echada a perder. Ya no hay inmigrantes aquí. Ahora no sé qué vamos a hacer. Miren.
Mass deportation going on right now. Immigrants that usually work in farms are scared to go on that said farm to pick those fruits, to harvest those fruits and vegetables, and now farms are left with a lot of food being spoiled, food are being rotten on the farms with no workers to pick the food. So I'm going to show you a few farms that food are being...
And if you've heard the story about Spencer Farms in Ottawa, Kansas. It's okay, bestie. I hadn't heard it until today either. So let's watch this real quick video together.
ICE stopped by our facility today because we have so many truck drivers come in and out of our location. We're loading in and out, and they want to know if they thought we had, or if we thought there was illegals here possibly hauling grain. They're like, here's what you do. Wait, get them loaded in, get them loaded, weigh them, make sure they're overweight. So that way when they leave your place and they have to go buy a scale, they'll be overweight, we'll pull them in, they'll have to sing a song or say the ABCs or something along those lines, and then we'll have to check all their credentials, and then we'll send them back to their foreign country. And we're like, well, okay, cool.
I feel like there's a word for this, and for the life of me, I just can't remember what that word is. Do you know what that word is? If you know what the word I'm thinking of is, leave it in the comments. Help me out here. While I'm sure they're not really closed, they've probably permanently closed specifically for Google.
Farmers are the first to feel it, and then we do.
Serrano, owner of Jazz Family Farms Organics, it was a successful growing year. Things seemed like they were on track, but it wouldn't stay that way.
Then we hit a roadblock there with the labor and the shortage, not necessarily because there aren't enough people around, but because everybody's afraid to come out and work to the fields or anywhere if you're my color.
As videos...
You mean the workers who work for low wages in extreme weather conditions, during pandemics, during fires, to feed the American people, don't want to go to work because they're being racially profiled, targeted, and kidnapped? That's where they draw the line? Like, think about that.
Of ICE raiding farm fields circulated online. Serrano says his workers started showing up less and less out of fear.
They go through so much, and this is how we treat them. This is what we're doing to them.
Not enough labor to harvest the crops that were ready to be shipped to markets and placed on someone's table.
We end up leaving behind sometimes as much as 90-95% of our crop in the field of something that's completely edible, that's total grade 1, that would definitely nourish some people who are in desperate need of it. But we're having to leave it on the plant in the ground because there's no way to collect it.
And it's not just one of his fields, it's multiple, from strawberries to artichokes, even pepper. And as the winter season slows things down, Serrano says he's left with a lot of uncertainty just thinking about the upcoming harvest season.
Where are all the American citizens that need a job? Because they do not want these jobs. They will not take these jobs. That's just what it is. And if they do, they're not as quick and they're not as efficient in these jobs.
Jazz Family Farms Organics says they want solutions. They're worried if this problem keeps on going, you're going to start to see more and more abandoned fields just like this one.
Farmers are losing their land. They're losing their farms. We're becoming a country that cannot produce our own food, that cannot feed us. Who's going to buy up all that land if it's bought up? Big companies.
New video shows ICE agents chasing after people while at work at Southland Farms in Oxnard, California.
Nomás en la mañana vimos un carro, cuando estábamos en la orilla, vimos un carro venía el coche y los ICE estaban persiguiendo el coche.
A mi temor mío es de que...
This is sparking more backlash from community leaders, from the farm community, and from people in general in the Southern California region who are saying, you said you were going to target criminals. These people are at work. You're targeting people using their work information, their tax information, and you're going to jobs. You're not going around people who are jobless, lawless, and utilizing the system. We're also going after people who pay taxes, who are providing a service with no viable means for replacement of said service. So when this affects the supply chain of food.
Yep, another day, no pickers. There may not be a whole lot of cherries this year because we just can't find pickers for Yakima, for the lower valley. I mean, I've been searching. If you guys know anybody that's near.
This is the consequences when we chose the wrong direction. Oh my God. Yes. It is what it is. Make America.
Miren mi gente, esto está pasando aquí en Florida. Son cientos de acres de cultivo que se echaron a perder. Son demasiados que realmente no puedo caminar todo eso porque es mucho. Y
miles y miles y miles de toneladas. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Porque este cabrón acaba de firmar la pinche ley esa de Florida. Aquí en Florida ya nadie quiere trabajar. Toda la uva ya echada a perder. Ya no hay inmigrantes aquí. Ahora no sé qué vamos a hacer. Miren. Miren nada más, toda la uva se está pudriendo. Prefieren que pase todo esto a que pase una ley migratoria, que todos estemos felices y con...
Why not just hire people from here?
Yeah, so we would love to hire people from here. The reality is we can't find the numbers of people here. We're in a rural area, number one. Number two, this is hard work. It is difficult work. And there are lots of people that are not willing to do it.
There is a clear directive from the administration that they want mass deportation. That is impacting then our labor force. Is that what I'm understanding?
It's absolutely impacting the labor force, and the president said so himself. He said the aggressive raids are hurting our farmers. Somewhere between 50 and 60% of our farm labor workforce is undocumented immigrants. If we were to deport them all overnight, then that's 60% of the workforce. That means higher prices for them at the grocery store.
If this country ends up deporting all of the undocumented migrant workers who support our agriculture system, the result isn't just going to be that food's going to be more expensive. It's that food's not going to be as available. When farmers can't find people to harvest their crop, oftentimes their crop just doesn't go harvested. It rots in the field. So we've gotten used to having food, abundant food, available food. We're gonna have to get used to some limitations if the plans of this administration go forward.
Some of these people were brought here by the same farmers, to work. There's a program that they go through for them to hire those people from Mexico to come here to come and work. So those people are actually legally here to work. They have the right to be here to work. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them are here to work solely on those farms for you and I to have food on our table. But now that some of them are scared, they're all scared to go on those farms to pick those fruits and to harvest those crops. Now it's going to affect us when we go to the grocery stores, because soon we are going to see a shortage of food in the grocery stores if farms are left like this. You know what I mean? Food, look at all these grapes that is going to waste. Look at all these strawberries and tomatoes, all these vegetables and fruit that is going to waste because they are scared to come and harvest those set fruit, because people they're being set up by the same farmers that they came to work for, and ICE is asking farmers to break the law so that they will be able to arrest them, so that they will be able to pull them over and arrest them. You know what I mean? These are the same people that are working for you. Why do you want to put them in a situation where they will be deported? They are working for your farm, for you to make the money, for you to be able to harvest your crops, for you to be able to make demands of what your contract is demanded of you, for you as a farmer. You know what I mean? But you go out of your way to work with ICE and get them deported or get them arrested. I don't know. It's just sickening. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.